Here's Leanne to set up your BAB Friday morning crank call. Leanne, what do you have in mind for us today?
My boyfriend Tim is a huge Islander fan, and he even has specialized license plates with the Islander logo that states since 72.
Okay, so he's way back from the beginning.
Absolutely. He throws old business cards as confetti when the Islanders score a goal.
Okay.
And what I was thinking that you could do is call and act as a lawyer and state that somebody has fallen on these cards and they are going to be suing him.
So he creates the slip and fall over at Nassau Coliseum, and now his butt's in a sling.
That's true.
And, of course, I know who the confetti thrower is because it's all spelled out when I glue the business cards back together.
It sure is.
There we go.
Got his name written all over him.
Bridal Marketing Solutions.
Mr. Ryan, please.
Speaking.
Mr. Ryan, Robert Parisi calling. I'm the assistant to the general manager over at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. How are you today?
Okay.
I understand that you're a former season ticket holder for the Islanders in our building.
Yeah.
Well, got to thank you first in the phone call for your past and present support of our team and of course, our building. Past because you're a one-time season ticket holder. Present because...
Two-time.
Is that right?
Yeah,
well, I just looked up the most recent.
Yeah, back in the 80s, I had seats for a couple of years.
And present, I'm assuming you may not be a ticket holder anymore,
No.
season-wise, but I know you were in our building as of mid-January.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, I got to tell you how we know you were there in January. It's because of this unbelievable stack of papers that won't seem to leave my desk, and that's what I wanted to call you about today, this volume of legalese, as it is, from a Karen Cosenza. Do you know this woman?
No.
Well, she knows you, and she's not getting out of our hair anytime soon. This is essentially what happened. The woman walks by, slips on confetti, falls, injures herself, saves the confetti, retains a lawyer, sues our building, and, of course, putting two and two together, saving the confetti, finding, what do these business cards say? It's so messed up. It's something Bridal Marketing Solutions, Massapequa.
My cards?
Business cards that were used as confetti. Allegedly, that's what she slipped and fell on. Bridal Marketing Solutions of Massapequa.
Well, that's not where I am, but that's my company.
She gave that to her lawyer. Her lawyer essentially presented that to us with these other reams of paper here. We, based on what my boss has asked me to follow through and do, is file a claim against you. And I'm sure if you haven't already received any papers, it sounds like this has caught you by some surprise. You will be receiving them in the next couple of days.
Well, why would you sue me?
Well, you're the one who threw trash in the air in our building.
You don't even know who I am, but you're saying that there's witnesses who saw me doing it.
Well, they're all the same cards. My boss, essentially, over at the Coliseum, the general manager, asked me to call you to at least introduce you to the allegations that are being served on us. And you certainly are the root of her problem. I'm not accusing you of anything, but she has through us, and now we're firing it right back. We may well countersue her, but the point is we've got to put some action into our effort against people who are doing things that they can't do in our building, throwing trash on the floor, creating slip-and-fall violation hazards.
Confetti is illegal?
You're throwing trash in the air. People can slip on my stairs. I've got a cement building.
Where does it say that throwing confetti is illegal? I didn't know that. Is that a law?
You're creating a slip-and-fall situation in our building. You're creating an invitation for an accident. You may as well throw Wesson oil on our cement stairs.
All right. Paper versus Wesson oil sounds a little silly, but actually, you know, I'm not admitting doing that anyway, but that's besides
well, you've
the
come
point.
pretty close to admitting it, honestly. I mean, we wouldn't certainly be on the phone this long. Anyway, $4 million, $22.40.
No, actually, I thought you were calling because there's been inquiries as to past season ticket holders as to why they're not coming anymore. And that's this sounds like a pretty good reason why we shouldn't come anymore.
I am the Coliseum, not the team. If you have a beef against the team, there's a separate number I can give you.
Yeah, no, they just a typical example. I mean, they lease space from you, and you're you're hassling their fans because they throw confetti. Saying they might as well throw Wesson oil. Hey, well, what are you going to... You can't yell anymore either now because somebody's going to sue you for yelling too loud?
Well, people
is that what's going to come to?
If you've heard
this is a nice environment for sports. Okay, so you can't throw confetti, you can't yell too loud. What's next? You can't stand up out of your seat. Sit down, everybody. You can't stand up anymore.
It's a sue-crazy world. I can't change that. We're basically bringing papers to you for the $4 million, for the $22.40 in man-hours in maintenance time to clean up your area. Essentially, we're talking about $4,022.40.
40 cents. Okay, so what's the point of your call?
Just to alert you that this is on the way. I mean, with her alleging the fractured tailbone and whatnot, talk about a tough situation in the crease. Saying this injury has prevented her from earning a living, prevented her from engaging in the high sticking she craves.
I'll give her a high stick. I'll high stick her right down the stairs again. What the hell is she talking about?
Don't make a bad situation worse, please. Maybe it's best you just stay the hell out of the building until we resolve this whole thing. I don't care if it's months or years. Watch it on Sports Channel.
I'm sure Mr. Spano, the new owner of the Islanders, would love to hear comments from assholes like you.
Go ahead, rat on me. Make sure you tell him it's Bob Buchman from WBAB and Tim Ryan, your victim of our Friday morning crank call.
Oh, man.
Tim, where did I get this crazy idea?
It's Craig. Craig.
Well, you're half right.
Well, Craig and Mary.
And Leanne.
Oh, my God. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead.
Hey, from one Islander fan to another, you could throw all the confetti you want.
Well, I'm gonna throw them. Is what I'm gonna start doing. I'm gonna start throwing them with some Wesson oil. Oh my! And and I know you. I've met you many times. I can't believe I didn't recognize your voice.
Come on.
Oh God.
Some people call me the space cow.